Welcome to the Jumoke Adeyemi podcast. And this is part 2 of qualities of a woman worth finding. We dealt with number 1 to 13 in part 1, and we're continuing. The 14th number is she has emotional intelligence. Having emotional intelligence is one of the qualities that men feel attracted to in a woman who is emotionally intelligent. This means that she's sensitive, she pays attention, she is intelligent enough to sense the emotions, the mental state, and the feelings of someone else. The emotions, the state, and the feeling of the person that she's dating or the person who is checking her out. She has emotional intelligence. She pays attention. She knows what's going on. She can tell, though she's quiet, but she can tell, and she responds appropriately. She doesn't jump the gun. She's not lacking in intelligence emotionally. And so this kind of person is highly attractive to a man. She's a woman who is worth finding. In this day and age, everybody wants somebody who is in tune with them, who is emotionally sensitive to them, who senses, who feels them, who senses what they're going through, and can respond, intelligently to this, in interactions and stuff. Number 15, she cares for herself. A woman who cares for herself, the way she takes care of herself, the way she takes care of her emotions, her body, her appearance, her presentation, all of this, they're very important to the man, And I think it's important to women as well, how a man presents himself. This is very important because when a man is looking for a wife or somebody to be steady with, how she presents herself, how she cares for herself is important to him. Because if you know how to take care of yourself, you sure will know how to take care of the man in your life. So it's important to men to know that the way she carries herself, the way she takes care of her body, the way she takes care of her emotions, with her spiritual life, how she takes care of everything about her, a spiritual life, a social life, her emotional life, that's important, and that's a point of attraction. The next point is she forgives. Men are attracted to women who easily forgive. But please don't take her for granted. It's very important because sometimes people take for granted people who forgive, and you just feel like, you can just ride on her anyhow. Nah, man, the day that she turns, honestly, you might not find it funny. But I must let you know that over time and from talking to men, they appreciate women who are forgiving, women who don't hold on to stuff and just walk away because they are offended or because the man has done something. But please don't take people for granted just because they are forgiven and then keep repeating those cycles of offense or whatever it is that you need to be forgiven on. Next point is that she is humble but intelligent. Oh, this is so good. When a woman is humble but found to be extremely intelligent, that is a super attraction. Humble and intelligent. There's nothing as attractive to some men as a woman who is humble, and then to then find that she's very intelligent, men, they don't want to let her go. It's a very strong quality that is attractive to men. When they find a woman who is, I remember I used to have this friend, even I, being a woman, if I had an older brother, I would have wanted this lady to marry my brother. We're in school together. She was my classmate, and I absolutely just admired her. Brain, beautiful, and extremely intelligent. Emotionally sensitive, emotionally intelligent. She's very, very intelligent. She is intelligent, and I was just wishing I wish I had a big brother who would marry her. But, I didn't have a big brother who was going to marry her. But she's a happily married woman today. She's still my friend, And I know that because a number of guys in class really admired her and wanted her. But she kept herself in a class all by herself. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's attractive to a man. To find a woman who is humble and yet very intelligent. And that's what that friend of mine was. And she still is. Number 18, she has some values to bring to the table. Every man wants a woman who is brain, beautiful, adds value. She has value to add to the table. She has value to bring to the table. Everybody should have value that they bring to the table. But when a man finds an intelligent woman who is adding value to his life, adding value to whatever it is that he's doing, that is a strong attraction. He wants to find that woman. He would go after her. So these are qualities that we as women should, try to build. If we're still searching, you're looking for a husband, is a strong quality to build. The next one is she is not loud and lousy. Men don't like women who are loud and lousy. At least I'm talking about respectable men who believe that they are men of class. You don't want to be dating or have as a wife a woman who is loud and very lousy, particularly in public, and she's just all over the place, making noise. She's louder than everybody in the room. That is a total put-off for most respectable men. So it's a quality that men look out for. She's not loud, she's soft-spoken, she has some class, simplicity, class, and candor to her, That's very, very attractive to men. The next one, being number 20, is that she is suitable and adaptable. Men love women who are suitable and adaptable. Even when God created Adam and Eve, he brought Eve to her, and he said it's not good that a man should be alone. We have to find a woman for him, somebody who is suitable, adaptable, and that completes him. And it's no wonder that men love women who are suitable. In other words, for whatever class the man is, people want people who are suitable to them, who are like them, who can fit into their life, who can grow into the woman that they hope for her to be, who's a woman who, they are not far apart. When you are at a particular level, it's difficult for you to be dating somebody who is way, way down and can't reason at the level at which you're reasoning, isn't sensitive to the things, you're not exposed to the level that you're exposed to. Everybody has a level that they're hoping, to operate in, or that they operate in this particular space that they operate in. And the men love women who can evolve into who they see in the future that they are. These women, even if they're starting small, though your beginning were little, your latter end shall be greatly increased. So even if this man is starting small, he wants to marry a woman that he sees the potential that they can grow together, they can evolve together into the best of who they are. And so a woman who is suitable, and who is adaptable, who can adapt to his life, his values, his lifestyle, and he can adapt to hers as well. It's a two-way thing. And so it's very attractive to men when they find this kind of women. And I'm hoping that if you're a lady or a sister or, a friend, you're a lady, these are qualities that needs to be built, we want to evolve into these kinds of qualities, because these are the things that if you're sincerely looking for a husband, these are some of the qualities that the men say that they're looking for. And number 21, which is the final one, is that she is gorgeous and beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A person who is beautiful to one man may not be beautiful to another. The statistics of everybody differs. What they're looking for differs. But at least, no matter what your level of beauty is, taking good care of yourself, presenting yourself well, making yourself as presentable, as beautiful as possible, not extravagantly, but simplicity with class. A gorgeous woman, a beautiful woman, because all of the other qualities are, you know, not tangible things that you can hold, but they're very important. I intentionally put beautiful and gorgeous at the end because it is very important. It is very, very important. But other qualities are equally as important. Beauty and gorgeous. Because if you're beautiful and gorgeous and you lack in the other qualities that we have said, even if you get the man, you may eventually lose him. Because physical beauty is not everything, but the beauty of the heart, the humble and the quiet spirit is what God says is of great price to him and to men. So it's important to have beauty, to have gorgeousness, to have all of these things, makeup and everything. But a beautiful soul, a beautiful heart, in a beautiful face makes it a great combo. I trust that this has been a blessing to you. And if you're searching, you're looking for somebody, you're trusting God for a husband, you're trusting God for the man of your dreams, it's important that we look into these qualities and trust God to help us build these qualities. And I trust God as well that the men who are looking for good women will also build great qualities, because there are things that women are looking for in men. Women want men who can be responsible. Women want men who are truthful. Women want men who are, God-fearing, who can protect them, who can provide, all those kind of qualities. Not someone who will be doting on the woman and expecting her to do certain things. So there are qualities that women are looking for as well. I pray that God will make you that man of her dreams, and God will make you that woman of his dream, the man that God has chosen for you, the man that God has, created just for you and anointed to be your husband. And same, the woman that God has anointed to be your husband, to be your wife. May the Lord bring them close to you and for you to sight them in Jesus' name. By the way, all of these qualities, if you study them very well from number 1 to 21, all of them, you can pull them out from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, what love is. And in love, you don't judge, you don't, castigate, you don't put people down, you celebrate them, all of the qualities that we talked about, if you look at them vividly, you find them in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I trust that you've been blessed today, and I trust that you are having a wonderful time. The Lord bless you, and have a great day. Don't forget to love, to like, to subscribe, to comment, and to share this video. God bless you. Have a great day.